the evolution of ball, where gravity takes a back seat and pure athleticism reigns supreme. Today, we're diving into the rich history of one of basketball's most electrifying moves, the dunk. From its humble beginnings to the high-flying spectacles we see today, this is the story of how the dunk shaped the game. It wasn't always as easy as it looks. Back in the early days of basketball, dunking wasn't even a thing. Players like George Mikan and Bill Russell played above the rim, but the dunk wasn't in their playbooks, mostly because it was simply too difficult to execute. The birth of the dunk, pre-1970s. The dunk didn't truly emerge as a staple of the game until the late 1950s and 1960s. Even though players like Mikan used their height to dominate the paint, the dunk wasn't fully embraced. But as the game grew faster and more athletic, so did the possibilities for how the ball could be scored. And then came Wilt Chamberlain. Towering at 7 feet 1 inch, Wilt changed everything. Not only did he make dunking look effortless, but his athleticism and sheer power turned it into something the crowd couldn't ignore. The dunk was no longer just a possibility, it was a weapon. Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a game, and probably dunked about half of those. The dunk revolution, 1970s to 1980s. Fast forward to the 1970s and early 1980s, and suddenly, dunking is front and center. Enter Julius Dr. J. Irving, arguably the first player to turn dunking into an art form. His famous baseline dunk in the 1976 ABA Finals, a moment that etched his name into the history books and forever changed how fans viewed the dunk. Dr. J's ability to hang in the air, contort his body, and finish with flair set the stage for future generations. He made dunking look effortless, but it was the grace and style that made him stand out. This wasn't just about slamming the ball, it was about putting on a show. Dr. J was one of the first to bring flair and style to the dunk, earning the nickname the Doctor for his high-flying moves. And of course, you can't talk about dunking without mentioning Michael Jordan. His legendary 1988 dunk contest performance, where he soared from the free throw line, became the benchmark for dunking excellence. MJ took the dunk from powerful to poetic, proving that dunking wasn't just about strength, it was about creativity. The modern era, 1990s present. As the game evolved into the 1990s and 2000s, so did the dunk. Enter the era of Vince Carter, the man whose 2000 dunk contest performance became a viral moment before the internet was even a thing. Vince Carter brought an entirely new level of athleticism. His jaw-dropping dunks like the one over Frederick Weiss in the 2000 Olympics made him a global sensation. He made fans believe that human beings could defy gravity, and his iconic dunk of death will live on forever. Vince Carter's 2000 dunk contest performance included a reverse 360 windmill. That's physics-defying, and now jump the highest. It's about who can throw down the most unique gravity-defying slam. Dunking's cultural impact. But the dunk isn't just about basketball. It's a cultural phenomenon. Whether it's in hip-hop, commercials, or the streetball scene, dunking has become an emblem of cool. The NBA Slam Dunk Contest, for example, has given us some of the most memorable moments in sports history. Players like Dominique Wilkins, Shawn Kemp, and Dwight Howard have all had their moment to shine on the biggest stage. And let's not forget about the Slam Dunk Contest. Some of the greatest dunks weren't in games, but during this high-flying spectacle. It's a place where players can truly showcase their creativity, leaving fans speechless with dunks we never thought were possible. Over 90% of NBA players have attempted a dunk during their careers, showing just how integral it is to the modern game. From the days of Wilt Chamberlain to the high-flying acts of today, the dunk has transformed basketball, becoming a symbol of athleticism, excitement, and pure passion for the game. And as long as the game continues to evolve, so will the dunks we see on the court. Thanks for joining us on this high-flying journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep soaring to new heights with us on Net Fever.